Hi everyone, this is Nancy, and I am going to show you some of the decks I got in November. And I'm referring to this as Legendary Tarot because two of the decks I got in November have to do with legends. One is the Slavic Legends Tarot, and that's from Taroteka Studio in Poland. And they are the creators of Dark Mansions Tarot, if you know that one. And then the other is the Myths and Legends Tarot, and this is by Constance Lindstrom and Taylor Hulquist Todd. Apologies for the pronunciation. But anyway, they're the creators of the Ocean Tarot and the Cat Tarot that I actually have right here. The File Secane Tarot, which is, I love. I featured in a cat tarot video, and she does beautiful art. But anyway, so a couple of decks that feature legends. And one is Slavic Legends, and the other is just Myths and Legends, which I believe are more sort of horror, vampire, dragon, kind of legends, rather than just Slavic myths and legends, more universal. So anyway, they both come in beautiful hard boxes. And the Myths and Legends opens like this, has beautiful black gilding and backs like that with the different elements, and a small white book. And then the Slavic Legends comes in a little bigger box, kind of more book-like for your shelf. A lot of gilding going on here. A richer production, but they're both kind of rose petally, and yeah, they're both really good. And in this deck, you have a little kind of, it's not a removable spacer, so it's all in there solidly. The backs and so on. So both nice packaging, and I kind of got the they're both Kickstarters, and I ordered them both months ago, and they both arrived kind of within the same time frame. So I just thought I'd show you a few of the cards in the decks. Again, the Slavic Legends has this black gilding, and the Myths and Legends, also has the black gilding. And I'll just show you a few of the cards from the decks. And I'm not showing you exactly the same cards from the decks, but just to get a feel of the style. This is the Ten of Pentacles from the Myths and Legends, and this is the Knight of Cups from the Slavic Legends deck. Much more of a classic medieval bordered. The Myths and Legends tarot is it's a different art style. It's not as precise. It's a little more, kind of rougher edges, and just, I like both of them. I like this very polished art style and this very more earthy art style. And I happen to have chosen a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Wands. So you can see the difference between two queens. The High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. They are both, I would say, kind of dark decks. And I don't mean dark in meaning, although that may be so too, but dark images. So it's a little, some of the images are a little tricky, and I'll pull one of these from the Myths and Legends. I find that a little hard to see the details. And here's one from the Slavic legends, and they're both just dark decks. They also both have kind of ornate font on them, and that to me makes the images and the text a little trickier for me, but they're both beautiful decks. I'm not trying to trash them by any means. They're gorgeous decks, beautiful cardstock, pretty similar. One is the Taroteca Studios is a little more rose petal, but they're both a really nice, smooth, matte, really, really nice cardstock from both of them. Nice packaging, beautiful art, and dark, just so you know. Reading all the detail is going to take good eyes, and I have less good eyes than some people, so, but they are beautiful decks. I'm trying to not be a downer here. They are gorgeous decks. I would recommend them. Yeah, they're darker in imagery. So those are two legendary decks I got this month. And put that back here. And then I got what I consider kind of a legendary deck because it's been around for a little bit. And when I first saw it, I was like, I want to get that, the Blood Moon Tarot. And then it wasn't available. So I found recently that there were a few copies of the first edition available in the top box, and I kind of jumped on that, and according to whatever site I was on, it was like, you got the last one. I'm like, okay, cool. Whether it is or isn't, or it was just the last one from that site, I don't know. But the Blood Moon Tarot is just a beautiful, beautiful artwork deck. And I've wanted it since I saw it. The backs are beautiful. They are reversible. There's heavy border to these cards, which may be the thing I don't know. I like them. They kind of go with the artwork, but they do distract from the artwork a little too. But anyway, the deck is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous art. And different naming for the elements, the skins, I think is for the wands. The Magician. But the art is just beautiful. Next level from a lot of the decks we see. Yeah, and as I recall, the skins, being wands, deals with snakes. And that's the one thing about the deck I'm not crazy about. I'm not, phobic about snakes, but as an image, snakes was not my favorite. Honey is pentacles. There's the 10 of honey with all the bees and the tree. But this is an absolutely stunning deck, and I think we all use the word stunning too much, but the artwork, the card quality, the imagination that's gone into this is really cool. So I was glad to finally find a copy of this deck. Songs, I believe, is Cups. Dreams is Air. Swords. Anyway, the whole effect of the deck, the backs and the borders and the art is just very luxurious. So that is the Blood Moon Tarot that I got in November. And I also got the Faceted Garden Oracle, which is by Claire. Let me look. Claire Mack. Yes, Claire Mack. I'm sorry, my space there. Who did the Illuminated Earth Oracle, which is one of the only oracles I have that I truly, really love. I'm not an oracle person, but her artwork is amazing. Excuse me. And if you want to talk about collage decks, this is how you do collage, guys. I mean, you know, there are some really clunky collage decks out there where you can see the edges and you see where they cut it out. So this is really a beautiful deck. Her work is wonderful. Compare this with any collage work out there and it's so much more stunning to my mind. You know, the Illuminated Earth, I love the images in both. I like the keywords in Illuminated Earth better because this often refers to gardens, perennials, and, you know, other things in the garden, pollinator. And I'm not a gardener, so I'm not really sure what a pollinator does that I can relate to in my life. I guess it kind of encourages growth, but watershed. But I don't care. The images are gorgeous. I will figure out the keywords or I will just use them intuitively. Excuse me. So anyway, that is the Faceted Garden Oracle, and I love it. I think I'm gonna play with taking the Illuminated Earth and this and mixing and matching them because the images are just so beautiful. So it's silver gilded holographic, I guess. Anyway, so that was my oracle for the month. Now, a silly one I got, I don't know why, but it's from Fournier, and I actually love Fournier decks. They're Spanish publisher of decks, and for one thing, their decks are smaller. They're more petite size, which works with my hands. But I also love the artwork they have. It's quirky or unique. Not like Disney or, you know, like a lot of the mass market decks coming out. They are mass market and you can buy them through Amazon, but they have an interesting take. This is a cat, tarot cats is what it's the name of it. And it's very much cats, sorry. You know, there's the Knight of Wands. It's a cat on a horse. But the artwork is just fun. I love the colors, the pastel colors. The pips have some artwork, some meaning to them, not just 10 pentacles. Judgment. So it might be my new favorite cat deck. There's the Hermit. Death. A cat skeleton with mask, with moon, with bones, with, I don't know. And again, they're smaller size. Let me grab something from the Blood Moon Tarot, which is more traditional tarot size, and Fournier is more like that, size-wise. So smaller, easier on the small hands to shuffle. Knight of Pentacles. So they're just kind of fun. And small size and good cardstock, good flex. It's kind of like make playing cardstock. The Magician. And you know, these decks are never very expensive, so if you're intrigued by this one, check on it, because that's kind of what I did. I didn't have a deck coming for a while, and I was like, oh, I just need a deck hit. And this was not expensive and quirky and interesting, and I thought, I'll try that. The Lovers are kind of clawing each other, which I guess cats might do when they're mating. Queen of Pentacles. So anyway, it's a different kind of cat deck. Chariot. So that is Tarot Cats from Fournier. And finally, in my Kelly bag, my Kelly Bear bag, I have a deck that I got from Make Plain Cards that came in a plain white tuck box, so I put it in my Kelly bag. And it's called the Starry Cauldron Tarot by Carrie Gebhardt. And if you go to Make Plain Cards, you will see it. You can search for it. And I love this deck. So Two of Cups. Come on, focus. It's just got a nice, open, airy, white space deck with kind of cool art. There's our Ace of Wands. It's beautiful. I saw someone talk about getting this because they thought it was like the Line Strider, which I don't have. And again, it's sort of well, it's make playing cards, so it's their stock. Maybe Superior Smooth. The Wizard is the king in this deck, so the Wizard of Swords is the King of Swords. The World. It's a little surrealistic, but the colors are beautiful, and I kind of like this kind of deck. Excuse me. Ace of Cups. And I will tell you, I'm not sure every image sort of works for me in my traditional interpretation, but it's a very intuitive deck. It's a very nice artwork deck. I love flipping through it, which is like what I do a lot with decks. And if I do a reading, I can tell from the name what it is. You know, this Three of Cups actually is one of the more spot on. It's got 3 characters communing, celebrating. The Ten of Wands. The Star. Again, it's like her head is full of vision, maybe hope, maybe a new direction. But then there are things like this, what looks like blood spatters on the star. And so, you know, you have to kind of feel your way with this deck. The Hanged Man. But it is a very cool deck. Like I say, I'm just getting, apologies for all the cat scratches I've got. My kitten. Witch of Swords. I mean, look at that image. That's amazing. And I know all of you people out there who are into Disney unicorn decks are going, what the fuck is that? But I really like this deck. I really like the art. It's very interesting to me. So that is the Starry Cauldron, and I love the backs. I just think it's got beautiful art. So that's my decks for November, and hopefully you see something you might like. Let me know. You guys take care. Bye.